Hi all. In this video, we are going to talk about how to access your AWS instance when you have lost private key for it. This happened to me a couple of days ago when I lost all the data in my home directory and had to create a new key pair for my AWS instance. If you want to know what happened to my computer and how did I fix it, I'm adding a link to the blog article I recently wrote about it. So the first thing that we're going to do is create a new key pair. Go to the Networks and Security section and click on Key Pairs button and then click on Create Key Pair button. You can name your new key pair whatever you wish to. I'm writing it as Received. So the next thing that we're going to do is launch a temporary instance. I normally use FreeTire. The only thing to keep in mind is that you have to make sure that it's the same instance type as the instance that you want to recover. So this is done so that it's easier to attach the volumes of the older instance to the new ones. Just name this instance temporary or whatever you wish for it to name. You can notice that there's also an older temporary instance that exists that's in the stopped state. This one's the one that I used to recover my website instance. The next thing that we're going to do is SSH into the new instance that we just created. Now we will detach the root volume from the original instance and attach it to the temporary instance. Go to your original instance, stop it, and go to the storage section of the instance and select the volume that needs to be detached. Click on the volume and select detach volume and then select yes detach. Wait for the state of the volume to become available. With the volume still selected, choose Actions and then select Attach Volume. Select the instance ID of the temporary instance that you just created and make note of the device name specified under the device. So next we will add the new public key for the key pair that we just created in the very first step to the authorized keys on their original volume. So the first step is that we will create a temporary directory for the volume that we just attached to the instance to be mounted, and we will mount the given volume and copy over the authorized keys from the old volume to the new directory in the volume. Note that you will have to, based on the instance type you have, you might have to change the user folder for the home directory. And once the authorized keys are copied over, we are just gonna unmount the original volume. So now we will detach the volume from the temporary instance and attach it back to the original instance. Now we can finally start our original instance. Finally, we should be able to connect to our original instance now that we have put the authorized keys in the original volume.